Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ, where today Treyarch has returned from their hiatus, finally giving us some new information about DLC coming to Vanguard, and for the first time, they will seemingly be addressing the zombies community in detail, in full, direct from Treyarch about the release of Vanguard and the possible future for this game mode. So without further ado, let's kick things right off with our first story of the day. Now before we hit the new Treyarch stuff, let's start off with this story where recently some very interesting zombies concept art for Black Ops Cold War was found that shows the original idea for how upgraded perks would work in that game, where it shows that originally these perks were designed with 4 tiers in total, with a unique emblem for each tier, as well as that at this stage, Treyarch wasn't sure the design of each Perk-a-Cola bottles, offering 3 different concepts for the designers to end up choosing. This of course is the design for Stamina Up, and it seems to be the only concept for an original perk that has been released for Cold War, but along with this we also got a listing of the 8 field upgrades as they looked like in their concept stage, which basically shows that well before the game was even released, Treyarch planned to release 8 field upgrades in Cold War Zombies, with 4 coming at launch and then the other 4 being released over time as DLC, which shows that the idea and likely development for those DLC field upgrades were completed well in advance of their actual release. Now this concept art release package also shows something interesting, that Black Ops Cold War was originally planned to receive a collector's edition of the game. It's the first Treyarch game released in quite a long time without a collector's edition. If you remember, Black Ops 3 had the Juggernaut fridge, Black Ops 4 had the mystery box collector's edition, Cold War didn't have anything, but it seems like that wasn't always meant to be the case. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's move on to our second story of the day, where now that Treyarch is coming back from their holiday hiatus, this is what they had to say to the zombies community. We hope everyone had a safe and restful holiday break. Our mid-season Vanguard Zombies update drops on Tuesday, and with January 5th or 115 Day coming up next Saturday, we figured we'd post our 115 Day blog a bit earlier than usual this year, with all the details. Stay tuned next week. So 2 big things here. The first is that the mid-season, the reloaded update for Vanguard Zombies will be dropping this upcoming Tuesday, January the 11th, which includes the Tome of Rituals, where you can upgrade your field upgrades, the Von List's office area, which is already on the map but is just blocked off, the score streaks in the game, as well as adding some of the DLC weapons included into Season 1 into the Zombies mode. Now what we don't know is included or not with this update, though we hope, is that of server pause, the ability to actually pause your game in Zombies underneath that tweet from Treyarch. And by the way, I love that non-core Zombies players are still figuring this out and going, this is insane that you can't pause in this mode. FaZe Jeff, one of the biggest Call of Duty content creators on the platform, said to Treyarch, "Just got kicked out of my unpausable solo Zombies run because I had to pee. Please add a pause feature." Why is this happening? How is this happening? Well, Jeff, the response is we don't know. So yeah, hopefully we will end up seeing that server pause feature when this Season 1 Reloaded update drops. But the second part of Treyarch's message is actually kind of the more interesting part than the actual content itself, because with Treyarch's annual 115 Day blog post coming up next week, where they announced they'll be releasing it a little bit earlier during the work week rather than on the day it actually falls on, this Saturday, which is a weekend, no one will be in the studio. Treyarch will be commenting in detail about the status of Zombies and Vanguard Zombies basically for the first time since launch. They have been absolutely horrendous in terms of general communication and responding to the feedback of the community. The question I think on everybody's mind with this 115 Day blog post is, what are they going to say in it? Are they just going to offer some small details about the main Easter egg that's upcoming in Vanguard Zombies in Season 2? I know a lot of players are hoping that Treyarch will, maybe apologize for the state that Vanguard Zombies released in and hopefully offer some kind of detailed plan for the future to hopefully redeem this game. Though a big part of me basically believes that Treyarch won't acknowledge any of the criticism about this mode and just kind of gloss over it, pretend it doesn't exist exists, and then just talk about what they plan to do in the future with the mode, rather than addressing any of the criticisms that have been so prevalent since this game mode release. This is definitely going to be one of the most interesting 115-day blog posts we've had from Treyarch in many years. Last year we actually got the reveal of Firebase Z in their 115-day blog post. Who knows what we'll get this time, and who knows what kind of tone that blog post will take. But guys, that does wrap up the news today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed it, if you're excited to see what Treyarch has to say on 115 Day, be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I can't wait to share with you guys the details of that blog post when it drops. But until then, I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video very soon. Peace.